without further ado, I'm going to do an unboxing. Yay! An oracle card unboxing. So I'm going to unbox these, do a little review with you guys, and then do some readings. These were gifted to me by a dear sweet friend, Amy Robinson. She is an intuitive. She is awesome. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Sorry, my ring light is going to kind of reflect. I always have to dance with that when I'm doing something like this, holding up cards. So let's do it, okay? So Amy gave me these, and she gave them to me actually a couple months ago, I think, and I've been saving them to do an unboxing, number one. Number two, I sort of work with a few cards, like I kind of work with a deck for a while. I tend to get into this romance, this courting with a deck of cards for a while, and then sometimes they'll go aside and then they'll come back again. So these are called Magical Dimensions, Oracle Cards, and Activators. Activators! And look, there's a white tiger on the front. There are fairies. There is the girl who's on the front, kind of looks like Amy with her gorgeous dark hair and fair skin and beautiful brown eyes. Okay, how do we open this? Ooh, beautiful. And it comes in, look at the I just love the presentation. Really gorgeous presentation. Really paying homage to these. So that tells me right away, as I'm reviewing these, that tells me right away that Lightstar, the author is called Lightstar, and I actually am being reminded to go and check out this woman's, I think she's a YouTube channel. I think she channels light language, and Amy told me about her as well. So check out if we like the deck, if you like the deck, I'm expecting to like it because I love Amy. Sharon has these, so Sharon and Amy have them and they love them. I'm sure I'm going to love them. I am pretty confident you guys are going to love them. But let's be objective, shall we? If we do love them, then we should go check out Lightstar, her YouTube channel. I think I popped on it for like a hot second and I didn't spend enough time there. So I'm going to read the back to you. Awaken your intuition and receive guidance and wisdom from the angelic, elemental, and fairy, and galactic realms. Woohoo! I'm excited already. As you connect with high-frequency dimensions of light, sacred color, and radiance from these 44 highly accurate and magically infused activation oracle cards, there's so many words here that are just buzzing me hard. Whew. I'm starting to sweat even. They will expand you with energies unlike any other deck you've experienced. Interacting with these cards will help you strengthen your intuition and psychic senses, cultivate clarity, and inspire self-empowerment. 7 vibrant chakra cards are included as a tangible, intuitive strengthening tool intended for self-transformation, self-illumination, and self-healing. The companion guidebook provides full interpretations for each card so you can swiftly begin working with the energies of the deck. Learn how to read the cards by using 5 unique oracle and 3 powerful activator spreads. Cool! Has the spreads in there. Activator spreads for healthy relationships, healings, and money manifesting. Use these enchanting cards for personal intuitive guidance, client readings, energetic activation, or as affirmation cards. Wow. Oh my gosh. Are you guys excited? I am very excited. Well, let's get into it. Oh, how cool. See? I told you the presentation is really nice. It's like a pencil box. Remember in grade school? Or if you guys had babies? And it's got a little bit of a kind of magnet. Oh my gosh. And then it's got, oh, what? Look at the image inside. Oh, sorry. Where? Oh, there. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, seriously, I can feel how charged the imagery is. This is all very charged up, very gridded, deeply infused with activation. I can already tell you I like Lightstar. Here's the guidebook. Beautiful. It's the same as the cover, and look at the back. Look at those. All that emerald, heart energy, Archangel Raphael. Oh, I just love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, it just sings to me. Ooh, and she's an elf. Isn't she gorgeous? See her elven ears? Oh my gosh. A little mockingbird, I think, a kind of magical mockingbird. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, when I just said, oh my gosh, I just heard from from my water elemental guide. Dear one, you may channel Elvish. That's crazy. Elvish language. She says, okay, you guys want to hear this? All right. So my water elemental Deva, your Deva in the water realm is the overseers of the water elemental realm of water. They are called Undines. And so the name of my Undine guide, her name is Luna, which I think is really cool because when she gave me that name, I didn't understand if I didn't think of it at first. I just took down the name and thought, oh, that's beautiful. But just think of how appropriate that is for a water being, a water elemental, because the oceans and, the tides work with moon energy. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, Luna, may I have your... She's laughing at me. Because I disconnected from her for a minute and she's totally laughing at me. So she says, the Elvish language is one that exists... Oh, gosh. Thank you. Can you slow it down? Because, oh, gosh, I've never channeled with her before. The Elvish language is one that still exists upon the wind, my child, my dear, my bright one. You have to slow down your energy, please, Luna, because it's making me cry. She's just laughing at me. See, this is the thing about elementals. They're so funny, and they just play with you. And so she's playing with me right now. She says, I don't remember what she just said because I was channeling. Can you bring it back? She's totally teasing with me. She's like, dee, like a big sister. She says it still exists. The tones, the frequencies, the colors, the smell, the aroma. These all exist. They exist in many realms that you do and do not experience in your dense vibration. Because in your dense vibration, you are also inclusive of the secondary dimension, the one in which we, elementals of many kind, vibrate, as well as the mirrored higher dimensions. And so within you exists these frequencies of light, sound, color. And yes, it is one that you are not always tuned to as you focus upon your 3D and your 4D, but they're within you, and so it is very easy for you to use the second dimensional portal to access the higher realms. And so she says, I am welcoming you to work with water elves, apparently there are water elves, and to experience their language as the sea rippling, as the water flowing over the pebbles of the banks, that you will hear and feel their language, their song even. You will hear it as water, those which I work with. I work with the ones of the mineral realm as well, because the water and the stones are hand in hand. And so welcome in the language of the Elvish. Welcome in the language of water and flow and light. Allow it to enter from your heart and to bubble up through the channel of the throat. Allow it to dance inside your glorious little mind, my cherished one. Your beautiful center of what you call third eye experience. Allow the colors to dance. Allow the aromas to imbue your senses. It is here for you. It is now for you. Be it together. Be it as one. She got really grave after she played with me for a while, didn't she? I'm out of channel now, as you can maybe tell. Cool. I have to go back and listen to that. Woo, woo, woo. Who knew? Actually, I will tell you, I had an idea. Someone was telling me that there was going to be some channeling today, because as I posted this, you do these little tags for the event, and they told me to tag channeled message. I was like, am I going to channel? And so there we go. All right. Shall we get to the cards? Thank you so much, Luna. Thank you. Oh, she's so sweet. She's just showing me how water can expand your energy grid. So let's look at the cards then. I'm going to unbind them, and then we're going to bind them. I mean, we're going to unbind them from this plastic tape, and then we're going to bind them in love and light. All right, so the first card on the outside is Adventure, Innocence, Play, and Discovery. And they're also numbered, so that's really awesome. Because then we have, these are infused with activations. Sorry, I'm trying to get the best angle. Activations of color and chakra colors, and obviously a lot of expressions of light, bursting out lights. There are activator cards, and there are also chakra cards. And then, of course, I didn't even realize it, that there are numbers on the cards, and the numbers, so we can allow the numerology and the vibration of the numbers to assist as well. What's cool about this is that it says Adventure, but it is card 1, and I'm a Life Path 5. 5 actually has a lot of adventure in it, freedom and adventure. So that's kind of cool that the very first card is something that I resonate with very much. But look at how beautiful she is. She is a woman holding a key behind her back, or a young woman, I should say, maybe a girl. She's holding a key behind her back and looking into a mirror, and she can see herself with butterfly wings. And so basically she can see her fairy self. She holds the key herself. Is it a mirror? It's basically like a portal. Mirrors are portals, which is why I tend to sleep with my mirrored closet door pushed aside so that I don't open my eyes and see it right away, because I want to sleep. I don't want to go through portals in the middle of the night. I think that's really awesome. And so what this card right away is telling me, that you, kind of like what Luna was just saying, where she was talking about the portal of the second dimension, being the portal to higher dimensionality, and that it's easy. You have the key to it, and you see she has the key behind her back. She has the key herself. So you have the key yourself to step in and see your magic, the magic of who you are. Now, I won't go through all 44 cards and do this much interpreting, but I wanted to at least crack open that first one. And now let's take a look at the guidance book a little bit. That's the first title page, really beautiful. Gratitude for this project. Beautiful book. Now, this is one that I would probably not travel with that much. Oh my gosh, look at this stunning image with the unicorn. Beautiful young looking unicorn. And a couple of priestesses with prayer. Like I say, I wouldn't necessarily travel with this that much. But you definitely could, because it does have the handy box to keep it all tidy together, just that it's a little bulkier. But I actually don't see anything wrong with these being dedicated to your home space and anchoring the space and being bound to your sacred space. So I'm going to, look at this. Oracle cards, activators, the interactions, essential oils and crystals. Wow. I mean, this is a really prolific offering here. Thank you so much, Amy. I have to say again. The angels, the elementals, the galactic family, the chakras and portals. Overview of the main card categories. So these are all the things that you could read into to understand. Now, I will tell you, if you are a little on the new side with cards, I'll just say you don't have to memorize and study all of this and understand it like we're in the 6th grade or 11th grade or something. You can get going right away. But I'm just giving us a little overview of all that is offered here. And, you would go back and forth reading some of it, of the cards, and then learning what the book has to offer. Cleansing and care of your new deck. Cleanliness is next to angelicness. That's funny. And let's see, you are the true master. So there's some layouts here. I guess here, maybe I'll turn this so you guys can see it at the same time. How's that work? The different spreads. So there's a spread called The Power Intuitive, one called Keys of the One, Keys of Heaven and Earth. Let me see if I get back in the frame a little better. Keys of the Bridge. So we'll do one of those 2 card spreads maybe. Half Moon Key Formation, Star Key Formation. Wow, cool. Look at that. Do you see the spreads? Aren't they awesome? These are ones that I'm not that familiar with. I don't think I've seen. Activator card layouts. Activate the activators. Have patience. Client activator sessions. So that's great. So for professional use, there's a link in the description for you to be able to go ahead and click through if you want to buy these or, put them in a cart and think about it. The money tree activator, yes. Ooh, getting galactic now, y'all. Oh my gosh. What? Look at this. Galactic elf or something. Oh, I love him. The adventure. Okay, so here is, I'm just going to read you, sorry, I keep going the wrong way. I'm going to read you this card so we can get an idea of what the guidebook is. And then we'll do a card spread and see. Well, I'll cleanse and bind them, and we'll do a card spread. So this is adventure. This is that card number 1. It says image connected to Byzantium pink color ray. It says innocence, play, discovery, celestial interpretation. Adventure resonates to that of innocence, transforming into maturity. This sacred ray holds the key to unlocking inner doorways to future self-communication. Yes! Powerful seeds of knowledge mirror secrets of future worlds, and alternate aspects of the soul are discovered. Inward journeys through cosmos will unfold great mysteries and prompt advanced development of soul growth. This supernatural ray expresses love for awareness and supports boundless courage into the unknown. That's the celestial interpretation. The oracle interpretation. So this means guidance, essentially. It is time to play and have fun in your life. Expand and try new things. Allow your inner child a place to explore and discover, and don't get bogged down in all the details. Something new wants to come into your life. You hold the key to discovering the answers to your situation. And so then there are companion crystals offered, and there are charoite. I'm not familiar with that. Charoite and morganite. And a companion essential oil is Idaho tansy. Wow. Again, this is like a master course that she put together. Incredible. So what I love about cards in general, and I was asking Spirit about why are cards, so commonly used in spiritual practice, in developing intuitive abilities, or just in your intuitive practice or in your spiritual practice. I'm like, is that too woo-woo? Am I being a little closed-minded and almost religious or something like that by thinking that cards are something that we should be using that commonly? And Spirit's they're just basically books. And humans use books. Humans, use education that way. So they're just books that are printed on separate pages. So anyway, let's go ahead and cleanse and charge these cards. All right. So there are a few things that I do. One thing that I kind of do all the things. I'll tell you that. When I first get them, you could actually kind of treat them like crystals and put them in some moonlight. I probably wouldn't put them outside, because when I put things outside, my cats pee on them. My feral colony of cats. They just go, "What's this?" And that's so. There you go. But I put it just by the windowsill where there's some nice strong moonlight. And so you could do that. I'm going to just wave my hand over them. And so this is just how I do it. I actually hold it so that the center of the card, I kind of imagine a funnel developing from the cards and just pulling out any energies that are left over from all who handled them in the printing process, the packaging. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but so that we can reset them and allow them to start to do the work that they would do with me and with you guys. So I hold it like this so that can create that funnel. I wave my hand over it, and that's just helping me to conduct my intention of resetting. And you see I'm kind of creating a vortex, or moving with the vortex to activate that energy and that release. And so it's just dropping down any energies, and my hand sort of wants to stop. You could also do this sort of with a pendulum or a crystal, and allow that vortex to be swirled around to pull out any energies that it's ready to release, that the cards are ready to release. And then I also do a knock, knock, knock to bang out any other residual energy, kind of like any dust that's left over. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is just make sure that my hands touch every corner every single card does get touched. So I one way to do it, these are a bit on the sticky side, just a little bit. They actually have a really good texture. I like the size of these too. So to offer you my review, I like the size of these a lot because they are, maybe I should do them on the other way so that I can kind of see them as we go. I like the size of these. Oh my gosh, attachment with a dragon. I like, because ones that are a little bit large, they get difficult for my hands to shuffle, which is fine. That doesn't prohibit me from using them, because then I just will do a different way of shuffling. Now these are a bit sticky, like I say, that they have a good kind of, they're sticky on purpose, the way that they're laminated. Oh, look at this, galactic guidance, Nordic Pleiadians, yes. And so that will actually make them especially good down the line, that kind of sticky texture, that how the laminate is working. I think it also will be lent to a really strong life on these cards, not getting too worn down. But it may, as I begin to shuffle, it may require me to do something slightly different in my shuffle. But it doesn't matter, it all works. So like I say, I'm just attaching my energy to each one. And then also, sometimes cards will be stuck together, because they've been pressed in the box for a while. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is just bless these cards. I want to pay gratitude. If you guys want to send your energy of gratitude and whatever, if you just want to join your intention to this, I offer a blessing to these cards, welcoming them to my home, to my experience, to my energy field. Deep gratitude for the time that we shall spend together, the time of activating more light in my experience and in the experience of all who are concerned, who are involved in all time and space. I would also like to welcome all of the benevolent beings of the multidimensionality, of the omnidimensionality, whose essences are beckoned and invoked through the messages and through the energies of this beautiful card deck. All who were invited by Lightstar, and all who would be invited by anyone who would be in contact with this experience of this particular card deck, welcoming, blessing, receiving, intending to receive your guidance, your light, your understanding, or so that I may understand it, and opening our hearts even more profoundly to be able to be the conduit, to be the vessel for more love and light, the experience of more love and light, the experience of the one in all time and space, and so it is. Amen. So we have Keys of Heaven and Earth. It's a very powerful layout, providing insights into the messages Spirit is trying to relay from both heaven and earth, also referred to as Father and Mother. This blends both spirit and the physical worlds together beautifully. So as you shuffle the deck, you can ask, what do heaven and earth have to share with me this day? Intuitively choose 2 cards from the deck. Key 1 is heaven and key 2 is earth. Don't anticipate what you might think the cards would be. Either placement may be the opposite of what you might expect. Look at the messages from the perspectives of how Father Sky and Mother Earth are trying to expand your perceptions and create more balance and unity with one another. All right, let's do it. So key 1 is heaven and key 2 is earth. Great. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit. And it was, again, I want to phrase it the way that she said. What do heaven and earth have to share with us this day? I'm going to put a little bookmark. What do heaven and earth have to share with us this day? You guys want to say it aloud, if you're in a space to do that, or you can just say it in your beautiful mind. Well, didn't Luna call my mind little or tiny or something like that when I was channeling? It was a kind of a, if it didn't come across the way it felt to me when she said that, was not meant to be insulting at all. It was meant to be like precious, you know what I mean? Like I have my little Delilah kitty. She's so tiny and cute, and I'm always telling her, you're so tiny and cute. You know what I mean? Like it was a term of endearment. All right. What do heaven and earth want to share with us this day? Okay, here's our heaven. And here's our earth. But this card is here too. What is this for? we have a bonus one. So I'm going to let that one be the key 1 because that is also on this page. So that's key 1. I'm going to just go with what I feel here. So keys of the 1. This overview reading will be best suited for inquiries about taking a single step forward. A good example question for this reading would be, what is key for me to know for my next step forward? Ooh, cool. What is most important for me to focus on right now? Awesome. Okay, so as I'm reading this, Spirit is saying, do your 2 card first, and then the information from that will take into then basically that one. So we're going to go like the 2 cards and then the 1 card. We'll learn from the 2 cards, and then we'll go back to what is important for me to focus on right now, given the message that we received from heaven and earth. All right, great. So here is our heaven card. Dreamscape. It's the number 10. Oh, gosh, she's so beautiful. Dream work, subconscious, imagination. And there's a kitty. There's a black kitty in the thing. Can you guys see it really well? Do you see everything, all the details? Isn't she beautiful? Dream work. Dreamscape is the title. The number 10, which is a really powerful number because it is the omega and the alpha and the omega, basically. It is the 0 point, and it is the singularity as well. So let's read. This is from heaven, which I think is quite apt because dreamwork, subconscious imagination, that is basically higher dimensionality, is the dimension of heaven. It is the dimension of the intuitive realms, and that's what we access when we are sleeping. We withdraw our consciousness from the 3D, and we are in 4D, 5D, and above. And so I think that is a really fantastic offering from heaven. Dreamscape, dreamwork, subconscious imagination. Now, this is also telling us, when it says subconscious and imagination, this is telling us to do more trance, more deep meditation, is what I feel from this. Celestial interpretation. Dreamscape resonates to the unconscious and hidden desires and dreams. These frequencies bridge pathways from the subconscious into the conscious awareness that assist in bringing life to dreams, both in the waking and sleeping states. As deeply entrenched patterns are surfaced for examination, understood, released, and transmuted, this flowing ray allows for revelations and new ideas to burst forth with a vibrancy and depth. The imagination is unleashed and creativity flows vividly. Love it! And now the oracle interpretation. Pay attention to your dreams as you are receiving profound guidance from them. Your subconscious is trying to bring something important to your attention. It's also a good time to expand your creativity and allow your imagination to roam free. Go deep within the realms of yourself, and you'll be amazed at what clarity you'll discover there. Awesome. Companion crystals, shaman stone, and green opal. And companion essential oil is jasmine. Ooh. Jasmine is kind of very much an aphrodisiac too. So if you're going to be bringing jasmine into the bedroom because you are going to be allowing it to inform and enhance your dreams, well, I'll just tell you, you'll be forming and enhancing some other things too with your partner. All right, so that is from heaven. And now from earth we have, wow, this is amazing. Contemplation, silence, knowing, releasing, control. Oh, it's such a beautiful card. And so silent, it is contemplation. So I think that's really cool because we're talking about, if we look at dream work, that being a very expanded kind of perspective from heaven. And then contemplation is something that would be more contracted, something that is more, and also if I'm thinking about, I'm hearing and feeling, what is to be understood here or experienced is the two primary ways that we actually meditate. We spend time with spirit, and that is with our control meditation, which is what this one would be, or our contact meditation. So contact meditation is making contact with spirit, and then control meditation is reprogramming the mind. And so control meditation is basically like affirmations, allowing your higher vibrating beliefs to outseat your lower vibrating limiting beliefs. So contemplation would be, like I say, those two things sort of work hand in hand for me in the expanded and the contracted. And so then the expanded being heaven and the contracted being earth. So this is 7 though. So it's really cool because that is a very psychic number. There's just so much juxtaposition here. And which is just speaking to as above, so below, as on earth, as in heaven. So very magical what we have going on here. Releasing control. Oh, it actually literally says control. I probably said it earlier, but it didn't kind of strike me. Silence, knowing, releasing control. Oh, I love it. Look at the beautiful colors in that card. All right, so let's read the guidance book for this. It is 7. Again, it's contemplation, silence, knowing, releasing control. The image connected with the Sedona color ray. Ooh, awesome. Oh, you can see. Do you see all those beautiful colors there? Like Sedona, like in the Pacific not the Pacific Northwest, in the Southwest, I should say. And it has like the star above. You know, like Bell Rock is a place right in Sedona. It's a rock. It's a big mountain, I guess you would say. It's a small mountain or a hill. One of the red rocks. And above Bell Rock are some spaceships. 6-dimensional ETs are actually galactic helpers are there with their ship. Okay, celestial interpretation. Contemplation resonates to the quiet power that lies deeply within the soul. This beautiful ray of loving peace removes challenges and helps the soul turn to the higher self for answers. It gently allows the peaceful tranquility of spirit to divinely step forward. It is in this very place that all true knowing exists. No need to do, rather just be. In living from the all that is as the primary place of rest and comfort, the soul finds its most restorative teacher. That's just beautiful. The oracle interpretation. It is time to go deeply within. Only you have the answers you seek. You are being asked to quiet the mind chatter and to do some form of meditation for peace. That's exactly what I was saying about the control meditation, reforming the mind, reprogramming the mind. I'll say it again. You are being asked to quiet the mind chatter and do some form of meditation for peace. Take the path of least resistance. It may be time to take a much-needed vacation or relaxing getaway. Quiet and stillness will be the best for you now. The companion crystals are blue lotus and sandalwood, and the companion essential oil is spruce. So there we are. Are you guys in love with these or what? Are we all in love with Lightstar? Okay, this is it. I'm definitely going to ask Lightstar onto Charmed Life. So now we're going to look at the keys of the one, which is when we ask the question, what is the key for me to know for my next step forward? What is most important for me to focus on right now? So we take the information from heaven and earth, from our keys of heaven and earth spread, and we're going to now, you ready for the reveal? I'll let you guys see it first. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'll read it to you. I can't see it from here. It says, majestic eminence, priestess, divine feminine, worth. I said priestess. It's not priestess. Priestess, divine feminine, worth. Ooh, and the number is 27. Oh, both very magical numbers. And, there's a little white tiger in the background. She's very magical with her orbs all around her. And there is a book of magic with a little fairy tending to it in the corner, right here where my finger is. Isn't that great? And the number is 27, which also reduces to 9, which is the pregnant number, the one that has everything, the master, not as in the master numbers like 11, 22, and 33, but the one that is full and ready to give forward to the release of the one, to starting over again. It is like the omega. It is the end of the journey. And what is also cool about that robust number 9 is that it always upholds that which it is partnered with. So what I mean by that is just mathematically, any number that is partnered with 9 reduces to the other number. 19 reduces to 1 plus 9 is 10, reduces to 1. Anything that is partnered with 9 reduces to the other number. It's a beautiful, benevolent, and It's just like the number of the all, really. All right, 27. So I have a big romance with 9. I have several 9s in my chart, and I have a sister, a dear, dear sister, if she happens to be on, probably not, but just in case, my sweet sister, you know who you are if you're listening, you're watching, who is, I don't mean biological, I mean friend, who is a life path 9. Our majestic eminence, so this is about how we take steps forward. The image connected with amethyst fleur-de-lis color ray. Oh, it's beautiful. Celestial interpretation. Majestic eminence resonates to the sacred and divine actions of the true inner priestess. The sublime, generous, and blessed divine feminine is to be honored and acknowledged, as it is the exalted force that fosters balance from excess masculine energy. Oh, we need that. Oh my gosh, especially what's going on now in, like politics and everything. We don't need to talk about it. But even if you're not watching the news, which you shouldn't be, it's still trickling over into our lives. We're close to an election. It's just like there's so much yang, there's so much dominant masculine in the 3D right now. April asked if 9 equals yang energy. No, I wouldn't say that necessarily, but you can experience the divine masculine or divine feminine from either. In this context, I would say 9 is expressing, the context of the guidance that we're getting here, how we drew the card and what this particular card is about is actually more divine feminine. When we have we have a couple of feminine beings in there, both of those fairies. Oh no, actually, the one who is the primary lady, she's actually our title character. So I think she's meant to be human. But the fairy definitely, the little fairy there, she looks feminine. What I think is that we're actually given an infusion of divine feminine. Taking steps forward, we balance with divine feminine is the guidance here. Okay, let's see. The priestess energy. The oracle interpretation says, regardless of if you're in a male or female body, this card suggests the need to balance the divine feminine aspects within yourself and honor your worth. Allow your wisdom and power to be expressed by example. Bask in your own sacredness with gratitude and love. Be confident with your choices and yet receptive to all of life. The companion crystals are amethyst and auralite, and the companion essential oil is lily of the valley. So, steps forward is what this key of the 1 is talking about. So, in the lunar season that we've just been experiencing, we sort of, at the time of this particular recording, the lunar season and the energies of Gaia's season, even, or of the Earth season, seem to be having us to want to review our work and our money and our finances, especially. Now, maybe, of course, we have relationship stuff going on anyway, but this theme is like powerful for all of us. And so that survival energy, that needing to move forward and needing to be perfect and good and forward moving, that is very young and it's useful. But what else is going on, like I say, has been going on for many years and actually many centuries, is that our beautiful planet, or the society of humans who exist upon it, we've been quite young, meaning we've been a paternal kind of dominated society, a patriarchy. So our steps forward are to honor and move in the power of, so it is still powerful, but move in the power of our inner priestess, our divine feminine, to be the balance, to be the quiet, the calm, the nurturer, and even the lioness, the protector, the lover, the giver, and at the same time being able to receive, because that is really important. We think of nurturing, and we think of mother, and we think of sister, wife, friend who are feminine, and we think of giving. And of course, the feminine does give, because as female humans or female animals, that body, that female body, for the most part, it's not 100% true. I think the platypus actually the males lay eggs. The male seahorse lays eggs, but still, overwhelmingly, the body of the feminine gives birth, gives. Gaia is associated with the divine feminine, and she gives. But it is also a passive energy that must receive, thus the balance of energy. Energy must be a perfect balance. So that's what to remember about our balancing through our inner priestess, balancing in our divine feminine. So this is how we move forward in our divine feminine, because we have plenty of yang. Sometimes I feel like I have to detox from the yang, right? Well, how do you guys like the cards?